Hey Academy, back for our last track guide of the season. Today we're at Sepang GP. Full circuit, we've done both the north and south. So let's put it together for one full lap. Some of the stuff from the other two will carry over, but we're going to see some new corners in here. So do a quick walkthrough. Our braking markers coming down the main straight here. Gonna be in 6th gear. Just a little bit past this 100-meter mark, about 90 meters, 95 meters. You're going to go under brakes hard, really hard, and you're going to slow down from 6th gear down to 3rd. If you feel like you're still carrying too much speed and you can't get a turn in, you can kick it down to 2nd. But I like to take this in 3rd. The thing that's important here, though, is you want the car to reach its lowest speed on that far side of the corner. What a lot of people are going to do is they're going to slow the car down over here or even a little further back and then get on the gas and try and turn the car, versus just letting the car continue to brake and then bleed off speed until you get to about this point, and then you can start to get back in it. Once you exit, you want to stay at least midway, if not 3/4 to the right here, because you have this quick flick to the left. This is where you can gain or lose a lot of time. So I like to stay in 3rd. I'm going to flick this in, tap the brake, let it turn in, and you want to get as close to this green cone as possible. Just, let the car slow down to whatever it's needed, and as soon as you get past that apex, you're back on the throttle. It's going to carry you way out to the curbing. Just don't touch the grass because it'll slow down your drive for this relatively decent straight back here. Well, not straight, but this run. So 3rd, you'd be in 5th gear. Actually, I stay in 5th. I don't click up to 6th. I feel the extra gear is wasted. Braking mark for here is right at the 100-meter mark. I know some people like to push it a little further. I'm right in between, the middle of this this road right here. You're going to click down 2 gears, at least that's what I do. I'll take this in 3rd gear, trail off the brakes, and you want to be back on the gas before you get to that apex right there. Ride it out. You can use quite a bit of this. Just don't let those right side tires cross through red and white. Here you'll be in 5th gear. Just let off the throttle so the car can tuck in. This will get real slippery here on you, so be careful. Accelerate. Again, let off the throttle so the car will tuck in. Stay in it at 5th. You're going to ride it back out. Here, I like to brake. Oh, I just totally messed it. Right, that sign there. Drop down to 4th gear. You're just getting enough brake to slow the car down, and then you're right back into it. You're going to run the gas through this entire section right there. When we run the medium-sized lap, the speed lap, we'll do that again. Sorry. You'll be in 5th gear. There is a little. Passing right by the brake markers. There's not a lot. It's about the 100-meter mark you can see on the right-hand side. There's also a white stripe over there on that wall. Either one of those is what I'm going to use for my braking marker. Being 5th gear, I drop down to 3rd for this. I find 2nd can just kick the rear out a little more than I like. 3rd gear, 2 wheels up. Again, you're going to run this right out. Just watch the grass. Quick flick to the right and left and right. This corner can catch out a lot of people. Your best bet here is I like to start braking a little bit as soon as I can really spot that corner over there. Once you can see it, it's time to slow down. The key here, though, is you don't want to stop the car. You just want to sort of slow it a little bit. Let the car sort of, I stay in 4th gear. A little bit of brake, and then just let it slow itself down. As soon as you get your tires onto this curbing in 4th gear, you're full throttle. You can take this next corner in 4th or 5th. 4th is easier to make the corner, but it will be bouncing off the rev limiter. If you're in 5th, I find if it just lift of the throttle will allow you to turn it in. It's actually what I'm doing now. It's just a quick lift of the throttle, and then I'm right back on. I actually think it saves a 10th or 2. So we have 5th gear coming up to here. And then this corner, this final corner, well, not the final, but it's close to it. I like to brake basically right at the start, or at the very least by the end of this road right here. This is a tricky corner. You'll be in 5th, I'm almost positive. I drop down to 3rd. What I do is, once I hit 3rd gear, I just come off with the brake and let the car, again, continue to scrub in. We want to get nice and tight into this corner so you can get onto the throttle early. Go all the way out. Get a super long back straight here. I was looking for 6th gear. For me, another easy braking marker you're going to use, what I use, is basically the start of this road, this access road here. So as soon as you get to the start of this, I'm going to drop from 6th down to 3rd gear by the time I get to the end of this corner. But the same concept. You're going to brake 5th, 4th, and I'll click 3rd right around here. This should be the slowest point of this corner. As soon as you can turn the car in, 3rd, floor it out, click the curb, and you're on your way. So let's run a medium pace lap here just to give you guys an idea. One thing I find super helpful, I say this all the time now, is not to downshift the second you touch the brakes. I find it so much easier to just let the brakes do its thing. So for example, to me that is just so much more relaxing and more keeps the car stable. There we go. Stay in 5th through here. Fourth, 3rd, keep the speed up. Up to 5th. Slight lift to turn it in. Again, lift, get the car pointed in. We'll push up till you're fine. Stay in 5th. Brake at the sign. 4th, turn it in. That was a terrible corner there. Brake a little earlier if you need to. Stay in 5th here. 4th, 3rd. I know it sounds like it's lugging, but I still find it faster. Quick shift up to 4th. Here's the corner. Lift. Almost invalidated again. Brake. Look inside. That may not have been perfect, but you get the idea. Here's our marker here. And you're back to the start. All right. Alright, so that's a Sepang GP. I'll do a quick reset. We'll throw a relatively quick lap up here. And then, as always, if you guys have any questions, hit us up in the Discord.